You're told aging means an inevitable decline, less energy, creaky joints, a perpetually fuzzy memory that makes you second-guess your own thoughts. I say that's a carefully crafted lie. It's a convenient, profitable story sold to keep you dependent on a never-ending cycle of expensive pills, complicated procedures, and a pharmaceutical industry that thrives on managing symptoms rather than addressing root causes. But what if I told you that in just 24 hours, not weeks, not months, but starting today, you could ignite a powerful reversal process, actively repairing decades of wear and tear simply by changing what you choose to put on your plate? What if you could not only reclaim, but enhance your strength, sharpen your mental clarity, and restore your vibrant independence, not through magic bullets or restrictive fad diets, but through simple, surgeon-approved strategies that are designed to work with your body, optimizing its innate capacity for healing and regeneration, rather than battling against it? This isn't about denial. It's about empowerment. Look, I've seen it firsthand, countless times, both in my busy practice watching patients transform and profoundly in my own life. That notorious afternoon slump, the one you instinctively fix with a sugary snack, a second or third coffee, or an energy drink, it's far more than just a momentary dip in energy. It's a violent blood sugar roller coaster, sending your body into a chaotic metabolic spiral. This constant fluctuation doesn't just make you tired, it fuels systemic inflammation throughout your entire body, silently eroding your joints, dulling your cognitive function, and sabotaging the deep restorative sleep your body desperately needs to repair itself. And for those of us navigating life over 60, that unrelenting internal stress, this biochemical chaos, is a primary accelerator of sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. It's what makes those once easy stairs feel utterly impossible, transforms simple movements into nagging aches and pains, and slowly, insidiously, steals your precious mobility, piece by painful piece. You might automatically blame age itself, but often the true culprit is much simpler and far more controllable. It's what you ate for breakfast, for lunch, or even that seemingly healthy late-night snack. I used to make these exact, seemingly innocuous mistakes myself. I'd grab a quick bagel for breakfast, convinced I was getting quick energy, only to experience a brutal crash an hour later, my brain fog so thick I could barely focus. My knees ached constantly. My focus wavered, making complex tasks feel insurmountable. Then, driven by my clinical observations and personal struggles, I started rigorously applying what I had learned, translating complex scientific principles into practical, actionable, daily choices. The changes, frankly, were profound. My energy soared, my aches vanished, and my mental clarity returned with a vengeance. Your magnificent body is not inherently broken. It's an incredibly sophisticated biological machine, simply and precisely responding to the fuel you provide it. And right now, many of the healthy foods we've been relentlessly programmed by marketing and outdated advice to eat are quietly, insidiously sabotaging our vital energy, stealing our precious sleep, accelerating cellular decline, and actively contributing to the very symptoms we associate with getting old. It's time to tackle this deception head-on. No more passively relying on outside fixes, temporary solutions, or endless prescriptions. We're going to swap out the worst offenders from your daily diet and replace them with powerhouse nutrient-dense foods that will revitalize and repair you from the inside out, triggering a cascade of positive changes you'll feel almost immediately. Forget the healthy white bread and processed grains. You confidently reach for that soft, fluffy sandwich bread, perhaps even the whole wheat version, believing you're making a virtuous choice for your health. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most commercial breads, especially those ultra-processed loaves lining supermarket shelves, are meticulously engineered sugar delivery systems. They contain rapidly digestible carbohydrates that spike your blood glucose levels faster and more dramatically than a plain candy bar. This sudden surge of glucose triggers an immediate and widespread systemic inflammatory response throughout your body. This chronic low-grade inflammation isn't just uncomfortable or annoying. It's a silent, destructive force that relentlessly erodes your joints' delicate cartilage, dulls your once sharp mind, impairs your cardiovascular health, and makes your entire body less efficient at performing essential functions, including the critical process of building and repairing muscle. Dispel the myth that bread is essential for sustained energy. That initial fleeting burst of energy comes with a punishing, inevitable crash, leaving you feeling sluggish, irritable, prone to cravings, and utterly drained. This is precisely why you feel an overwhelming fatigue after lunch. This is why you wake up feeling utterly unrested, as if you hadn't slept at all, even after logging 8 hours in bed. It's a metabolic roller coaster that depletes your vitality. Instead, when you genuinely need a satisfying carb fix, do you banoka consciously choose true sourdough bread or authentic Ezekiel bread? These ancient grain options are typically fermented, a process that naturally breaks down much of the problematic gluten and phytic acid, significantly lowering their glycemic index and making them easier to digest and more nutritious. Better yet, shift your focus to obtaining complex carbohydrates from whole, unprocessed foods. Think vibrant sweet potatoes, nutrient-rich quinoa, or hearty wild rice. These provide sustained energy without the spikes. And here's a crucial tip for a breakfast that strengthens your legs in 24 hours. Ditch the toast entirely. Revolutionize your morning by starting your day with a substantial high-protein meal. Imagine a delicious plate of 2 pasture-raised eggs, a generous handful of sautéed spinach, and a side of fiber-rich black beans. This isn't merely about feeling full. It's about providing your muscles with a steady stream of essential amino acids they desperately need to rebuild and repair themselves overnight, actively setting the stage for enhanced energy and dramatically improved mobility the very next day. Those vital muscles, especially in your legs, require constant high-quality nourishment, and a robust high-protein breakfast kickstarts that crucial anabolic process. This deliberate nutritional choice is far more effective and beneficial than an impulsive, high-impact training session that could potentially injure your knees. Forget sugary yogurts and fruit juices. You're constantly bombarded with messages proclaiming yogurt as a gut health hero and fruit juice as a fountain of vitamins. This narrative crumbles when these products are clandestinely loaded with excessive amounts of added sugars. Most commercial yogurts are cleverly disguised desserts, often packing more sugar into a single serving than a glazed donut. And fruit juice? It's a nutritional deception. The processing strips away all the beneficial fiber, leaving you with a concentrated dose of fructose that can wreak absolute havoc on your liver and destabilize your blood sugar. This fructose overload actively fuels systemic inflammation, contributes significantly to stubborn belly fat accumulation, and can even accelerate the onset of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. You might be swayed by the vibrant, healthy-looking fruit imagery on the label, but what you're actually consuming is an inflammatory cocktail that makes your joints ache, your gut protest, and your brain feel persistently foggy. This is precisely why your afternoon clarity vanishes, replaced by an inexplicable mental haze. Instead, you deliberately opt for plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. Its higher protein content and healthy fats offer genuine satiety. Personalize it by adding your own fresh berries, vibrant blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries, a sprinkle of omega-3 rich chia seeds, and a dash of anti-inflammatory cinnamon. This combination provides protein, healthy fats, and fiber to stabilize your blood sugar and nourish your gut. For superior hydration, choose pure water, soothing herbal tea, or infuse your water naturally with invigorating slices of cucumber and fresh mint. If you crave fruit, always eat the whole fruit. The intact fiber helps to significantly slow sugar absorption, preventing those detrimental spikes. And speaking of fruit, here's a powerful secret. Fruit before bed to repair your eyes. A small handful of nutrient-dense blueberries or tart cherries consumed about an hour before sleep can deliver potent antioxidants like anthocyanins that actively support retinal health, protect against oxidative damage, and even aid in your body's natural melatonin production for deeper, more restorative sleep. This isn't merely about preventing future issues like cataracts. Eat this daily and for genuine eye protection. It's about promoting active cellular repair and rejuvenation for your most precious sensory organs while you rest deeply. The natural sugars in these fruits are minimal, quickly processed and leveraged for nightly repair, not inflammatory spikes. Forget processed vegetable oils. Canola, soybean, corn oil. These ubiquitous oils are relentlessly marketed as heart-healthy or light. But the stark reality is that they are highly refined, often partially hydrogenated, and excessively rich in inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids. When you consume these oils regularly, they create a severe imbalance in your body's critical omega-3 to omega-6 ratio, a fundamental driver of chronic inflammation. This imbalance promotes oxidative stress, damages cellular membranes throughout your body, and contributes to everything from debilitating joint pain and compromised cardiovascular function to cognitive decline and even mood disorders. They are insidiously present in almost every processed food product, every restaurant dish, and every bag of chips you encounter. You genuinely believe you're choosing a healthy, lighter option, but you're actually adding copious fuel to a rampant, destructive, inflammatory fire raging within your body. Instead, make a conscious, definitive switch. Utilize extra virgin olive oil for all cold applications. Think vibrant salad dressings, marinades, or as a finishing oil over cooked dishes. Opt for high-heat, stable avocado oil for all your frying, roasting, and sautéing. And incorporate coconut oil for specific recipes, appreciating its unique medium-chain triglycerides. These healthy fats are inherently stable, boast powerful anti-inflammatory properties, and provide your body with essential nutrients vital for optimal function. They actively support superior brain health, significantly reduce joint pain and stiffness, and help your body efficiently absorb crucial fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, K. This deceptively simple yet profound swap can dramatically reduce your internal inflammatory burden, helping you experience less pain, greater strength, and a noticeable improvement in your overall sense of well-being and breath. Forget sugary coffee creamers and syrups. Your morning coffee ritual might be a cherished moment of comfort and routine, but if you're habitually loading it with artificial creamers, powdered concoctions, or chemically flavored syrups, you are unwittingly starting your day with an aggressive sugar bomb and a cocktail of undesirable additives. These highly processed concoctions are typically packed with high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors, hydrogenated oils, and a host of emulsifiers, creating an immediate and jarring blood sugar spike, followed by an inevitable energy-sapping crash. This detrimental pattern sets you up for intense cravings all day long, severely compromises your sustained energy levels, and contributes significantly to insulin resistance over time. A precursor to numerous chronic diseases, it's a habit that silently, insidiously drains your vitality and sets your metabolism on a negative trajectory from your very first sip. Instead, add this to coffee. For a truly invigorating start, a splash of full-fat unsweetened cream, dairy or plant-based, a small dollop of grass-fed butter for healthy fats, sustained energy, and brain-boosting compounds like butyrate and CLA, or a generous sprinkle of warming cinnamon. Cinnamon not only enhances flavor, but also possesses remarkable properties that can help regulate blood sugar levels. If you genuinely prefer a touch of sweetness, a tiny amount of pure stevia or monk fruit extract is a far superior, non-glycemic alternative. Learn to embrace the rich, complex flavor of black coffee or a simple, pure splash of high-quality, unsweetened milk. Forget diet foods and artificial sweeteners. Anything aggressively labeled diet, light, or sugar-free that contains artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin is, more often than not, a cleverly disguised trap. While these chemicals might superficially save you a few calories in the short term, the long-term cost to your health is steep. These synthetic chemicals can severely disrupt your delicate gut microbiome, your body's crucial internal ecosystem, confuse your intricate metabolism, and ironically, even increase your cravings for real sugar by altering your brain's reward pathways. Mounting scientific studies are raising serious concerns about their long-term effects on cognitive health, glucose metabolism, and even weight gain. You're not just trading one problem for another. You're often exchanging a known issue for a potentially worse, more complex one. Your body is incredibly smart. It intrinsically knows when it's being tricked by synthetic substances, and it simply doesn't like it. This is not the shortcut to health and vitality you think it is. Instead, choose authentic, real, whole foods consumed in mindful moderation. If you desire something sweet, opt for a small, intensely flavorful piece of dark chocolate, 70% or higher cocoa content, or a handful of naturally sweet berries. Make a conscious effort to train your taste buds to genuinely appreciate the nuanced, natural flavors of wholesome foods. Your invaluable gut health, your critical cognitive function, and your overall metabolic health will express profound gratitude for this conscious shift away from artificiality. Forget processed meats and deli slices. Those conveniently packaged deli meats, hot dogs, sausages, and bacon strips are frequently laden with nitrates, nitrites, and excessively high levels of sodium, along with a cocktail of artificial colors and chemical preservatives. These additives are unequivocally linked to increased systemic inflammation, direct damage to delicate blood vessels, and an elevated risk of certain cancers, particularly colorectal cancer. They offer undeniable convenience, but they are silently and relentlessly eroding your long-term health, contributing significantly to higher blood pressure, increased oxidative stress, and a heavier burden on your detoxification organs. You grab them for a quick fix, but the cumulative long-term cost to your vitality is steep and often irreversible. Instead, consciously prioritize lean, unprocessed protein sources that are nutrient-dense. Think pasture-raised eggs, wild-caught fish like omega-3 rich salmon or sardines, organic chicken breast, or grass-fed beef. If you crave a satisfying sandwich, take the extra step to roast your own turkey breast or chicken. These superior options provide clean, high-quality protein without the inflammatory baggage, actively supporting muscle repair, satiety, and overall cellular vitality. Here's a quick list of 7 cheap high-protein foods you can easily incorporate into your daily diet, proving healthy eating doesn't have to break the bank. Eggs, lentils, canned wild salmon, plain Greek yogurt, chicken thighs, black beans, and cottage cheese. These are incredibly versatile, remarkably affordable, and profoundly effective for building and maintaining crucial muscle mass, especially as you age. And forget bone broth. As the only answer for protein, while it offers valuable collagen and minerals for gut health, simple lentils or eggs offer a far more complete and bioavailable protein profile for pennies, making them superior for muscle synthesis. Forget refined sugars in disguise. This is arguably the most insidious and pervasive dietary offender. High fructose corn syrup solids, dextrose, maltose, sucrose, cane sugar, brown rice syrup. These are all just different names, clever disguises for the same fundamental problem: sugar. They hide in plain sight in almost everything: bottled salad dressings, commercial ketchup, countless sauces, canned soups, even seemingly healthy granola bars and protein shakes. They are the primary undeniable drivers of insulin resistance, chronic systemic inflammation, and accelerated cellular aging. They directly contribute to cognitive decline, often dubbed type 3 diabetes, pervasive joint pain, and stubborn fat accumulation, particularly around the midsection. You might genuinely believe you're avoiding sugar, but unless you meticulously read every single label, it is relentlessly creeping into your diet everywhere, forming an almost constant bombardment that prevents your body from truly healing, regenerating, and performing optimally. Instead, become a vigilant label detective. If sugar, in any of its myriad disguises, appears as one of the first few ingredients on a product's list, put it back. Period. Focus wholeheartedly on cooking fresh, wholesome meals at home where you maintain absolute control over every single ingredient. Season your food with a vibrant array of herbs and spices instead of relying on sugary sauces and marinades. Gradually, consciously reduce your overall sugar intake, and you'll be amazed at how quickly your palate adapts. You'll start to genuinely taste and appreciate the natural sweetness in vegetables and fruits, and your intense cravings for highly processed, sugary foods will diminish significantly, often vanishing entirely. This single, profound shift alone can dramatically impact your energy levels, sharpen your mental clarity, and alleviate physical discomfort within a matter of days. Listen to your body. Always. It provides invaluable feedback. Stop immediately if you experience sharp pain or discomfort. Adapt these recommendations to your individual fitness level and current mobility. And most importantly, always consult your qualified physician or healthcare provider if you have a pre-existing medical condition, are currently taking medications, or have recently undergone surgery before making any significant changes to your diet or lifestyle. My advice is practical, grounded in robust science, but your body is exquisitely unique. Okay, so where, with all this information, do you begin? Don't feel overwhelmed or attempt to overhaul your entire diet and lifestyle all at once. That's a recipe for burnout and failure. Instead, pick just one thing. Start small, but commit to starting today. Your mission for today. 1. Nutrition. Swap. Take an honest look at your breakfast. If it typically consists of sugary cereal, refined toast, a pastry, or a fruit-laden smoothie, swap it out for a robust, high-protein option. This could be 2 pasture-raised eggs scrambled with a handful of nutrient-rich spinach, or perhaps plain full-fat Greek yogurt adorned with fresh berries and a sprinkle of nuts for healthy fats and fiber. This single, deliberate swap will immediately stabilize your blood sugar, provide critical muscle-building nutrients for your entire day, and set a powerful metabolic tone. It's the essential first step to achieving that cheap breakfast that strengthens your legs in 24 hours. 2. Movement minute. Today, I want you to simply move your body for 10 intentional minutes. This isn't about an intense, grueling workout. It's about gentle, mindful movement. Stretch. Walk briskly around your block. Climb a set of stairs slowly, focusing on each step. Focus intensely on how your body feels, how your breath moves through you, and the sensations of vitality. Consistency, not intensity, is the true secret weapon for sustainable health and lasting mobility. That's it. 1 empowering food swap. 10 minutes of intentional movement. Do it today. Pay attention, truly feel the difference it makes, then commit to doing it. Again, tomorrow, and the day after. Now, tell me, what's the very first change you're committing to making today? And what crucial topic do you want me to tackle next to further support your journey? Your energy levels? Your sleep quality? Your memory and cognitive function? Let me know. Your journey to stronger, clearer, more independent, and vibrantly healthier living starts decisively now.